Welcome back, artist. Last week we were creating 4 practice drawings of different types of leaves in the style of Miss Georgia O'Keeffe. This week you're going to be selecting your favorite leaf. In this case, this is a leaf that I selected out of the 4 drawings that I have. And I selected it because it really had an interesting pattern on the shape of the leaf. So I'm making that pattern right now, making sure that my leaf touches all 4 sides of my paper. If you notice, I'm going to need to adjust some of these sides to make sure that they fit in and that they're actually touching each of the sides. So I made my leaf a bit wider. And now I'm adding, the veins of the leaf. And I'm incorporating all of those details that I had when I was doing my practice drawings. But I'm being a bit more precise because this is going to be my final work of art. And then I'd like us to add a tiny picture frame to our work of art. And what I mean by a tiny picture frame, it'll just squeeze in along the edges. And I will add patterns and designs inside of that tiny picture frame. In my case, I decided to make line designs, but I could have added shapes and patterns. And there's my tiny frame all set to go. I'm going to outline it a second time to emphasize it. And now I'm going to begin to add color, and in this case we're going to be adding color using either the cool colors or the warm colors for our leaf. I'll explain that a bit later. So in this case I'm using warm colors, yellow, orange, red, those warm type of colors. And I'm doing something called finding the edges. So along each of the edges of the veins and the edge of the leaf, I am tracing it with a color and shading it a bit. So I'm using this red-orange to trace the edges of each of these parts of my leaf and to emphasize them. We've done this before where we've found our edges to shade. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill it in with another warm color. In this case, I'm using red-orange. I'm using colored pencils for this, so you will need to use colored pencils as well to properly shade your leaf. And now I'm incorporating that red as my final warm color. So I've shaded using 3 warm colors. You need to select 3 warm colors or 3 cool colors. So I'm making up a color wheel for you so you know what colors that you can select from in each of the color families. So remember, we have cool colors and we have warm colors. So notice the red color, the warm colors are on the right side and the cool colors on the left side. So select the colors you'd like to use. In the case of warm colors, red, red-orange, orange, yellow, yellow-green. I could have added on my leaf. And if you select cool colors, you would use red-violet, violet, blue-green, or green. Have fun using those color families to add color to your leaf. See you next week.